Do those who actually go through with the surgery and then might regret it, are those the autistic ones? Would I be right to assume that many of those who get the fetish, who have the fetish for it, the transvestite stuff, probably wouldn't actually go through with the cutting?
So a lot of them don't know the difference. So they just know, oh, I like dressing up, maybe. And the autogynephiles who get turned on by the idea of having breasts and vagina, I mean, GP appointments are 6 minutes long, right? It's very hard to get out into that 6 minutes. Actually, I get turned on by that having a vagina. You just say, oh, I think I need a sex change. And the autogynephiles that I've seen went to their GP, said, oh, I think I should be a woman. And the GP said, oh, we can refer you to, say, Charing Cross or one of the gender clinics, but there is like a 2-year wait. And I think, oh, it's a 2-year wait. So they then, Googled what the treatment would be, sex change. And they got themselves on a plane, usually to Bangkok, and had a sex change. Problem is, all libidinal sexual drive, if you're a man, comes from your testosterone. It comes from your gonads. The first thing that goes with the sex change is you get castrated.
Oh.
So you wake up from the operation going, oh shit, I've got a vagina. I don't want it.
Oh my God, imagine that.
That's the universal response when an autogynephile has a sex change. They wake up, they have no sex drive, and that was the only reason they wanted a vagina. And now they're left with this redundant vagina they don't want. They have no
Which isn't, it's not even a vagina, is it?
It's more like a hole, like an apple core, a hole put between the base of your penis and your anus, which then you take the penis off and the penile skin lines the hole, and your scrotum is reorganized into the labia.
Because men, and I don't know how women feel sexually, but men have that moment when they've just ejaculated, and there's a moment that lasts anywhere from 10 seconds to 10 minutes or half an hour or days of just like, my God, what was I doing just before that? That's all horrible.
You're revealing a lot about yourself, Andrew. I'm
talking about other men. I'm going off of what you told me before we started about your personal life. No, I'm joking. But I weeks, years of no, I kid. But it lasts. It could be 10 seconds or whatever. But there's a moment of like, my God, who was that?
That's what they wake up with.
Yeah. And they've got that. But instead of just going, gosh, I regret having an affair. This isn't about me, by the way. I've been happily married, but I mean, regret or the naughty thing I did. That's a bit disgusting or whatever. But they've cut the willy off.
Well, it's the balls that are the problem.
Oh, well, it's all the problem. I mean, the balls are the problem for the testosterone, so it's not going to come back. That feeling will never come back again.
Well, if you give them exogenous testosterone, testosterone, it does come back.
Oh, okay. But then they won't be more womanly, and they don't have a willy anymore.
It's complicated, isn't it? Yeah. So you get lots of people who are misdiagnosed. So clinically they get misdiagnosed, but then the general public misdiagnoses them because they're just saying I'm trans, which could be anything really. And so all these men going into women's toilets, the ones that want to do it the most are the ones who want to get a kick out of it. And, we've all seen all the clips on Twitter of this, excitedly, I'm in the women's bathroom again and I've got a raging hard on sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're all transvestites.
I see. And they are more likely to still have their appendage.
Well, yeah. I mean, most people who are trans have no intention of getting rid of their appendages.
Because those are the ones getting arousal out of it. And that is a fundamental issue, as you said before. Are we okay as a society changing policy, changing birth certificates?
For fetishists,
yeah.
Yeah, and the birth certificate thing is weird because even if theoretically you could change sex, I don't think you can, you can't change a historical moment in time because the birth certificate says this happened on this date.
Yeah.
So if you're a man and then your 100th birthday you decided that you want to have a sex change, you could then change a historical document 100 years ago to say that you were born a girl. I mean, it's madness. I mean, everything to do with reality is being subverted.
It changes people's criminal records as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, the BBC and ITV are the worst, and Channel 4 actually, because they talk, and the police actually, they talk about women murdering women. Oh. Well, it was actually a man who's purporting to be a woman killing a woman. So all the statistics get skewed.
I had Kerry Lee Galvin on, and her dad abused her whole life, went to prison, said he was trans, and they all started calling her a her, gave her makeup and things that you don't, other women in prisons don't get. So extra rights to this person. And then changed his name to Claire Fox, to troll this Claire Fox who runs We're the Battle of Ideas right now. And they don't have to, they're supposed to put on their criminal checks that they've changed their name, but there's nothing making them do that. So loads of them are doing that. And this guy has now been seen, her dad, who we know is an abuser of children, hanging out in libraries, sitting around with kids and doing all these things. And there's nothing showing that who he is and who he was. They just go, oh, it's a trans person, let's all affirm them.